All right, look like Detroit Lions could be favoring the draft a corner over getting one in free agency. I mean, drafting a receiver over bringing one in free agency. Let's speak on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Um, so yeah, they continue to look at a bunch of receivers. Usually, most of them are above 6'1", around 6'2". We talked about the Leggett kid, the Xavier kid, and also the kid was it Brian Thomas out of LSU. So they could. I mean, just because they don't bring somebody else in, don't mean that they can't. They're not going to be able to. They still not going to pick them. We've seen numerous of times with the Detroit Lions and also with other teams that they just chose to go with guys that they didn't even meet with. So meeting and not meeting with somebody that really don't really matter to me because I've seen a lot of times it means nothing. Also you got a kid in Keon Coleman who's a lot of people know from Michigan State. End up transferring to Florida State. Um, Big athletic guy. Showed out. With Florida State. I think Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. are the two best by far. I think it's a huge gap between them guys and receiver rich draft. So yeah, like I said before, I think they're really trying to add. Um, in my opinion, I think they're really trying to add. I think they're really trying to add an X receiver. That's what I think. I really think they're trying to add a big time receiver for the outside, and I think they seen that the offense was very very limited on outside the hashes. And I kept saying that if they can get something going outside the hashes, and I like what they had, and people keep telling me I'm wrong for this. I'm gonna keep saying it though. I like what they had when they had, when they had DJ Shark outside the hashes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they offense would looked a lot different if they would have kept him this year, in my opinion. They probably would be in the Super Bowl. He stayed healthy this year too. But at the end of the day, I don't think receiver is a position where you want to go spend a lot of money on. If we being honest, we don't want to spend a lot of money, on we don't want to spend a lot of money, on you know, on receiver when I can draft one and then we can just figure it out. You know, so I think that's the number one thing where you want to cut the cost. Okay, you really good at receiver. You got some guys that you can develop. Um, you got some guys that you can develop at the receiver position. Why not go do it? Why go spend a bunch of money in the receivers when I can go get the same production out of one in the draft? And it's not like a really really needy thing, you know. And when you talk about not really being a needy thing, like you got really good receivers. You got guys that in Green guy that can continue to grow. You got Khalif Raymond who's solid. You got JMO who you still banking on to be the guy. But the problem is they really don't have the guy on the outside that's going to dominate outside the hashes on a consistent level. And I think they know that, and that's what's going to make this offense a lot better. Everybody says it's top five already. You don't need anything more offensively. And I keep telling you, it doesn't work that way. Just because you was top five in 2023 don't mean you're going to be top five in 2024. Even if guys get better, even if you scheme things up differently, that's not the case. You have to continue to evolve and add talent to all aspects of your football team. Coaching staff, front office, advisors, defense, special teams, offense. And that's kind of like, and that's kind of the issue. That's kind of the issue that a lot of y'all really don't understand football. Y'all think because y'all was top five in 2023 that it's going, 2024. No. Defenses make adjustments. So offense have to add more talent to make adjustments to them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think it's a lot cheaper. I think it's a lot cheaper for them, honestly. To, evaluate, get them in the draft, and be done with it. You know, I think that's what it is. Now, could they just be doing their due diligence just to do so? Be like, okay, if we don't get the guy we want in free agency, then we gonna go ahead and just draft this guy. Yeah. They also could be saying, hey man, we want this guy in free agency, but also we gonna draft this kid right now. They easily could be saying that too. Same thing with cornerback, I feel. It seem like the Lions are seeming to go out there to get a proven commodity at corner. But what's to say? What's to say that they don't go get a cornerback in the draft? I mean, in the free agency and get one in the draft. What's to say that's not the case? What's to say that's not the case? Honestly. So I think that you can see those being the cases, bro. To be honest, um, so you can see that. I think you can easily see that being the case. So, um, but I think you'll see. I think you can see a combination of those things happen because this guy he ain't drafted for need. It appears that Brown Holmes is drafting talent. He ain't drafting by position. And I think if it come down to position, he will draft a position. I think if it come down to position, he will. Like if it come down to a need and two guys on this board is even, and I think he'll pull the trigger on it. But it says Mike Evans, Odell Beckham, Curtis Samuels. I like him with Curtis Samuels a lot, but he more of a slot. Tyler Boyd, slot. Marquez just got Scanley got cut. No, thank you. I love DJ Shark still. Agnew played here already. So yes, Josh Reynolds. You see him on Marquise Brown. That'd be another interesting one. A guy that can stretch the field. He's more of a smaller variety, but he's explosive as hell. I think he Arizona might bring Michael Pittman Jr. He probably gets that's another really good receiver out there. T Higgins. So they got some guys out there they can get. I'm more of a Calvin Ridley, Mike Evans type guy. If you had to ask me outside of that and DJ Shark outside of those guys, um, I'm really not big on T Higgins like everybody else. I don't really think he all that. I like Michael Pittman Jr. a lot. He'd be the next guy I like in there. So, um, but yeah, man, let me know what y'all girls and guys think, man. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all notifications. Hit the bell icon button. Appreciate the love, support. Hit my link tree. Find me everywhere there. Peace.